This is Jamie Boyman, Longview. I'm here with Fire Marshal Kevin May, and today we're going to discuss the fact that there's a lot of different things that can cause house fires, but I guess that includes animals as well, right?
Yeah, so it is possible for animals to be a contributing factor to fires, especially if you have pets that kind of have free roam at your house. We have actually had a fire here in Longview where somebody had left food out on top of a stove, and they left the house, and they had a couple of large dogs, and one of them jumped up on the stove to get the food and turned the knob, and it essentially caught the house on fire. So, it is possible. We always, tell people be cautious about leaving candles burning. It's especially true if you have pets, because if they get to run around the house rambunctious like pets do, they can knock that candle over and start a fire that way as well.
Yeah, and I guess that could happen with you just in the other room.
Absolutely, but especially, got to make sure that anything that has an open flame, whether it be a candle or some of these Scentsy candles, anything like that with a heat lamp, those things need to make sure that they're unplugged, turned off, or the candle blew out before you leave.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, heat lamps too. Of course, a lot of people don't use those really,
Right.
but I guess that's a possibility. And of course, those are plugged in.
Sure.
And I guess cords can be an issue too.
Yeah, power cords, your extension cords, things like that, especially if you have the smaller animals, the puppies or the kittens that like to chew on things. They can chew on one of those cords, cause it to short circuit, and you can end up with a fire that way as well.
Yeah, I guess so. And then actually, wild animals also can actually cause fires.
Yeah, we've had some fires that we feel like might have been caused from some type of varmint up in the attic chewing. You could see where there were chew marks on wires. So it's good to make sure that any type of soffits that you have, or if you have an outside exterior attic entrance. A lot of times, some of the older houses, that's how you got into the attic, was from just a little square in the carport or in the garage. Make sure that those stay sealed up as well, because you can have squirrels, raccoons, mice, anything like that can get up in the attic, and if they start chewing on the wire, you have the potential risk of a fire.
Right. And I guess that can go with your inside entrance as well.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, and then in the vents, I guess should make sure they're screened up properly, things like that.
Yeah, just anything that you can do to try to prevent an animal that shouldn't be in the house, whatever kind it is. You need to make sure that you got the proper seals, proper window screens in place. If you leave your windows open, anything like that.
Okay, well, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, and that's something that is preventable.
Absolutely.
All right, well, thanks a lot for the information, Kevin. Appreciate that. We'll have more later on KLTV7 News and KLTV.com.